This is the most underrated Samsung in recent years. And the phone I'm talking about is the Samsung Galaxy S25 Edge. Now granted, when it was first released, I was against buying that phone whatsoever. It was only a couple of $100 away from an S25 Ultra, which did not justify its price tag at the time. However, if you look online, this is one of the most discounted phones out of the entire Samsung catalog. Just like right now, you can get it for less than 1,000 Canadian dollars, which is the equivalent of about 700 US dollars. And for a phone with these specs, 700 US dollars is not a bad deal. And I know it's a nerfed S25 Ultra, but the discounted prices makes it a pretty decent deal. And with that price, you get the Snapdragon 8 Elite, which is the same processor found on the S25 Ultra. And you also get the same 200 megapixel camera found on the S25 Ultra. Yes, the ultra-wide camera is also nerfed on it, and the telephoto lens is not even there, so pretty much there is no zoom camera. But if that's not an issue with you, this is still a bargain of a deal at less than $1,000 Canadian. And other than that, the screen is beautiful on this thing. And I really like the fact that it's very thin and light. And I know this phone is a last year's model, but look at the design. Samsung's been using the same design philosophy on the S26 Ultra, on the Fold 8, on the Fold 8 Ultra. So the design doesn't make it feel like it's an older device. And with Samsung promising 7 years of OS updates, as well as 7 years of security updates, this phone won't be old until you get to the year 2032. Especially that it has the same processor and the same RAM as the S25 Ultra. In other words, this phone won't get slow as the time progresses. But again, if the telephoto lens is not a big deal for you, as well as the smallish battery, this phone is a good deal at the discounted price. And here you go, S25 Edge, most underrated Galaxy device of the past 2 years.